Today I thought you might like to join me cooking a family meal. Both Mark and I really love cooking and we love collecting cookbooks as well. We have got so many. But what we realised is that recently with the renovation, probably for the last couple of years, we haven't done as much cooking as we'd like and our cookbooks are just sitting there getting dusty. We do cook every night for our family, but not the type of cooking where you like to look in a book and really get into a new recipe, try out something new. Mark came home with this book the other day, Malaysia by Ping Coombes. It's not a new book. It's secondhand and I think the date in it says 2016. We really love Malaysian food, but I can't say that we've ever done any Malaysian cooking. Have we? Mark's just going behind the back.
No, just Thai, but not
this
really.
Is very similar to the Exo fusion that we like
nice,
in Norwich. Anyway, this book arrived the other day. I was flicking through it and I decided that I am going to cook a recipe from here. It's quite an easy one. It's just because it's Sunday, I'm just doing a roast chicken. It looks delicious. If it looks half as nice as that, I will be very, very happy. And if you like this, I have so many cookbooks that I thought what I could do now and again is just grab one of my cookbooks, pick a recipe and cook along and see how it goes. I'm doing this properly. In preparation, I've ironed tablecloths and napkins. I just need to sort out the platter that I want to serve the food on. Sundays are one of the few days that we're all together as a family and I really want to celebrate that for as long as it lasts. I'm going to set the table, cook a nice meal, and then hopefully we can sit down and really enjoy some family time. First off, let me sort out all the ingredients. This certainly looks like a really simple recipe. The cooking that we do in the week tends to not need recipe books. It's just old favourites that we just throw together quickly. Cauliflower curry, spinach and chickpea curry, chilies, curries, all sorts of things like that. It's really nice at the weekend though to actually get the recipe books out and give something new a try. Let's go through the ingredients. I needed a medium-sized chicken. I've gone for organic, garlic, coconut milk, coarse salt, but I have gone for low salt. The recipe says 4 green chilies. 3 came in the pack, so I've settled for 3. 2 stalks of lemongrass, ground cumin, ground turmeric and ground coriander. And that's it for that one. I'm serving it with red camargue and wild rice. Also found that I had 2 lettuces in my fridge that I could do with using up. I found a recipe for stir-fried lettuce, which I've never done before. I'm going to give that one a go too. All sounds easy enough. I should add that the stir-fry lettuce just needs soy sauce. I'm gluten-free, so this is gluten-free soy sauce. Sesame oil, garlic, and lettuce. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Oh, it says sugar. I don't have any sugar, so I'm going to put a bit of honey in. We do have quite a few dietary requirements in our house. Let's run through them. Both myself and Imi are gluten and dairy intolerant. Neither of us really agree with potatoes, although I do introduce potatoes now and again, but it can upset our tummy. Imi has a severe pine nut allergy. Mark, because of his blood pressure, is trying to avoid high fat and high salt, hence the low salt. So there's lots of things to take into consideration. When you're watching this, if you think, well, that has gluten in or whatever, please be assured that I have gone out of my way to actually get the gluten-free equivalent. Both Imi and I do have bloated or upset stomachs if we have dairy or gluten, but it's certainly not life-threatening. If you're watching this for inspiration of what to cook if you're gluten or dairy intolerant and you have an adverse effect to gluten or dairy, please do check all the ingredients yourself before just copying this. And on that, let's get going. Right, let me put my glasses on. Let's see what we need to do. The chicken is in the roasting tray. Now I need to rub it over with salt and set it aside. That's easy enough. Set that aside and wash my hands. If you're new to my channel and you're wondering where on earth I am, it looks as though I'm in an unfinished kitchen. It is an unfinished kitchen. We're living in a renovation project. I don't see why I should let that stop me cooking a nice family meal. What next? Place all the ingredients for the spice paste in a blender and blitz until you have a smooth paste, adding a little oil to loosen the paste if it's too dry. Again, that's easy enough. First of all, I need to roughly chop these. Just the tender base, so not the... I'm going to get a bowl. I love lemongrass, absolutely love the taste of it. Oh, it smells amazing already. So lemongrass, chilies. De-seed if preferred. Yes, I will de-seed. None of us like anything too hot, but it's always nice to have a bit of a kick. I was watching on YouTube this morning the Pamela Anderson cooking programme. Is it Pamela with Love? Didn't even know she'd done one. I found it thoroughly enjoyable, and it made me laugh because I didn't know that she'd done that. I'd already decided that I was going to have a go at this. I'm no Pamela Anderson or Meghan Markle or Nigella Lawson. It's me in my elegantly knackered kitchen with my haphazard cooking. 1 clove of garlic. I treated myself to a new candle when I was in Waitrose yesterday. It's a Wax Lyrical one, which is an English company, and it's sugared rhubarb. It smells lovely. Okay, how much do we need? Just 1 teaspoon of each of the spices. 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of coriander. I've never cooked Malaysian food before, I think I've already said that, but I do like it. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'll put a tiny bit of salt in. Don't want to raise Mark's blood pressure, but obviously the salt does add to the flavouring. That's all in there. Just got to blitz that up. Because it is a renovation kitchen, I don't have a convenient plug, so I'm going to have to go and do that off camera. I'll be back. That is now a really nice paste, which I now need to rub all over the chicken. We are putting coconut milk in it later on. That should definitely diffuse and calm down some of the strong flavours if it is a bit too hot. I'm going to start off by putting it on with the spoon before I go in with my fingers. No, let's just go straight in with my fingers, that'll be far easier. So rub it all over the chicken. So nice to do something a little different. Normally we would have a roast chicken with veg. I love sitting down with my family for a Sunday lunch. We do try and sit down as a family for most meals, but sometimes somebody isn't here or they're at work or college or something. It doesn't quite work out. Therefore, Sundays are really, really precious. That's given that a good covering. Again, I'm going to wash my hands, and then this is going in the oven for about an hour. I'll wash my hands. This is a log fueled range. The temperature is currently about 180, which is perfect, absolutely perfect. That's going in for about an hour. I'll clear down and get ready for the next stage. Because I want to set the table, and this is where we're eating, I'm going to prepare the rest of the ingredients for the stir-fried lettuce. I've weighed out the rice, just on 60 grams per person of rice. It's fine if there's some left over. 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil in the frying pan, which will need to be heated up. 4 cloves of garlic, minced. One teaspoon of sugar. I will put in some honey. This has gone a bit gloopy. I need to chop the lettuce up into 3-inch pieces. Let me put some more wood on the fire. This is really exciting. I haven't had this before. Never had stir-fried lettuce. Have you? I'd love to know. Have you cooked Malaysian cooking before? What's your favourite recipes? Have you got a favourite cookbook? I'd love to know what you're up to and whether you like cooking, whether you're enjoying this, whether you want me to see me in the kitchen more. Maybe I need to get a bit more slick in the kitchen. For me, it's all about bringing together the family for a family meal. It's not about fine dining or making something OTT or difficult. The table will be set very, very simply and we'll just all sit down and really enjoy ourselves. Well, hopefully anyway. Let me go and wash this. I am really enjoying slowly moving around my kitchen, really enjoying my environment. The chicken's in, as you saw. I've cleared down. Just popping some orange fragrance candles in these French vintage jam jars. I popped out this morning and picked these seasonal flowers from my garden. Now I'm going to do a little arrangement. I conditioned them and everything so they're all ready to go. Let's start. I'm choosing to do a small centrepiece and then see how many flowers I've got, and I'll do some little bottles as well. This is nothing fancy. This is just a really, really relaxed meal for my family. But one thing that I love is that both of my girls have said that when they leave home, they will want fresh flowers in their house all the time. And they've asked if they can have certain vases. Definitely in my family, food, flowers and family are all intertwined. They all go together. Let me see what I can do with these flowers. Start with the biggest one. It's amazing. You pop into the garden and it looks as though there is just nothing there. And then you come in with a little bouquet, which is just incredible. Pop mostly foliage in first. Then I'll pop the flowers in. With the hellebore, I seared them in boiling water. I've cut them all the way along there, so they should hold their own. And then later on in the week, if they're beginning to wilt a bit, I can simply just drop them in water overnight, leave them in a bath of water overnight, and then they'll perk up again. And then when they really look as though they're not going to perk up anymore, I do cut the flower heads off and just put them in a bowl and let the flowers float. Even though they do need a bit of ongoing maintenance, they do last for quite some time in one form or another. I love faffing with flowers. It's really, along with cooking, it's just so relaxing. And that really is it. I am keeping it very, very simple. And then in one bottle I've just put one flower, mix it with some foliage, just to dot along the table. Rustic, just the way I like it. The timer's just gone off. I need to look at the chicken, and if all is well, I need to tip a can of coconut oil over the chicken. It's looking good. I just need to pour that over. In half an hour, I need to just leave the chicken to rest, and then it will be served with the coconut gravy. How amazing does that look? Look at that. Look, look, look. That's now done. I need to let the chicken rest, but take it out of the gravy. That looks so good. The rice is on. Just at the point where the rice is done, I need to stir fry the lettuce, and then we're good to go. The rice is on, the chicken is cooked, the table is set. All I need to do now is just wait for the rice to be almost done and then pop in the stir fry lettuce. That takes 2 minutes to cook and serve. I think we're good to go. Really pleased. I've really enjoyed this afternoon. It's so nice just to slow down in the kitchen and enjoy all of this. We're so nearly there now. I'm heating up the sesame oil to a really, really hot temperature. I think that's the secret here. Once that's hot, I add in the garlic, the crushed garlic. It's meant to be sugar, but we've got honey and the lettuce, and it simply takes no more than 2 minutes to cook. After that, I need to add 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is the gluten-free one. But because Mark is trying to stay away from salt, I'm going to plate him up a small bowl of the lettuce without the soy sauce in, and then he can decide if he wants to add just a little dash or not. I think that should be hot. We're ready to go. Dinner is served. We'll leave you there. Hopefully it will be nice. We'll obviously let you know, but it looks amazing.
It does look amazing.
Cheers. That didn't last very long. Would you have that again?
Definitely.
Really tasty.
Really lovely kind of creamy sauce with it.
There's not a single morsel left.
No, there isn't.
I've just got to the end of editing this video and realised that I didn't really conclude, so here I am just finishing off. This is the cookery book I used, Ping Coombes, Malaysia. The recipe is called roast chicken. I'll take a photograph of it here so you can see the ingredients. It was delicious, absolutely delicious. Definitely going to add that on the list of things that we cook in the future. It was easy to make, so nice to have all those amazing flavours. I loved doing what I did on Sunday. It just reminds me of the days when I had more time and I did lots and lots and lots of cooking. And I'm going to continue. Let me know what you think of these videos. I don't have to post a cooking video every week. I'm sure that you don't necessarily want me to add another thing on. And obviously we are picking up pace again with the renovation and the garden. It's a whole mix. It's whatever's happening in my life at the time is what I try and share with you. What I am doing for myself though from here on in is opening the cupboard with all my cookbooks in and just grabbing a cookbook without much thought. I'll only look at one because the temptation is to pull out a few and then flick through them and pick one recipe out. But I will pull out a cookbook, pick out a recipe, and if I really can't find any recipes that appeal to me, maybe I need to pass those cookbooks on to a charity shop. This is the cookbook that I've grabbed out of the cupboard this week. Fearnley-Whittingstall. Is it Whittingstall? Whittingstall. Veg. You can see that I've already started looking at some recipes. So let's see what I end up cooking on Sunday. I really hope you enjoyed that. Do let me know in the comments whether you're going to cook the recipe, what your favourite recipes are, what your favourite cookbooks are. Just let's keep the conversation going, and I'm still trying to get up to 20,000 subscribers, so please do hit the subscribe button, comment, like, do whatever you can to boost my ratings. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.